August 19th, 2001, Wichita, Kansas. A day that began like any other but would soon spiral into a nightmare. Police officers responded to a frantic 911 call. The voice on the other end, thick with shock and terror, belonged to Michael Ewing. He had just discovered his wife, Marcia, dead in their bedroom. The scene that greeted the officers was chilling. Marcia lay lifeless on the bed, a single gunshot wound marring her head. The bedroom was in disarray, suggesting a struggle. A gun, seemingly untouched, rested on the nightstand. It was a picture of chaos, but something felt staged, off. The initial assumption was a botched robbery. However, the untouched valuables scattered around the room hinted at something more sinister. The absence of forced entry deepened the mystery. Who could have committed such a heinous act, and why? Little did they know the answer might lie with an unusual witness. The couple's pet parrot, Bud. The investigation was just beginning, but already it was clear this was no ordinary homicide. The Ewings' seemingly perfect life hid dark secrets. Secrets that only Bud, the silent observer in the corner, could reveal. Perched quietly in the corner of the living room, seemingly oblivious to the tragedy that had unfolded, was Bud, a vibrant green and yellow Amazon parrot. A beloved pet and a fixture in the Ewing household, Bud was known for his uncanny ability to mimic sounds and voices. What seemed like an endearing quirk took on a whole new meaning in light of Marcia's murder. Days after the murder, as the family grieved, Bud began to repeat a phrase that sent chills down their spines. In a chillingly accurate imitation of Marcia's voice, the parrot squawked, "Don't shoot!" The family was stunned. Could Bud be repeating the last words Marcia ever uttered? This was no ordinary parrot mimicking household sounds. This was different. This felt real. This felt like a plea, a desperate cry for help echoing from beyond the grave. The family, already grappling with the loss of Marcia, was now faced with a baffling and eerie development. News of Bud's chilling mimicry spread like wildfire. The media descended upon the quiet Wichita neighborhood, eager to unravel the mystery of the talking parrot witness. The police, initially skeptical, decided to investigate this unusual lead. Could a parrot's ramblings really hold the key to solving a murder? Could Bud's mimicry provide crucial evidence in the investigation? While animal testimony was unprecedented in criminal cases, the possibility, however improbable, was too significant to ignore. The investigators brought in animal experts to assess Bud's behavior and the legitimacy of his testimony. While the experts couldn't definitively say what Bud had witnessed, they acknowledged the parrot's impressive ability to mimic human speech and the possibility that he was repeating phrases he had heard during a struggle. As the investigation progressed, the spotlight turned towards Marcia's husband, Michael. While initially portrayed as a grieving widower, inconsistencies in his statements and suspicious behavior raised red flags. His alibi for the night of the murder was shaky at best, riddled with contradictions and lacking any credible witnesses. Further investigation into Michael's personal life revealed a web of deceit and hidden troubles. It surfaced that Michael was grappling with severe financial difficulties, a fact he had kept hidden from Marcia. Adding fuel to the fire, detectives uncovered evidence of an extramarital affair, painting a picture of a man with secrets to protect and a motive for wanting his wife out of the picture. The more the police dug, the more convinced they became. Michael Ewing was not the grieving husband he pretended to be. He was their prime suspect, and the evidence against him was mounting. While Bud's testimony provided a compelling narrative, the prosecution knew they needed concrete evidence to secure a conviction. Forensic experts meticulously combed through the crime scene, leaving no stone unturned. Their findings would prove to be the linchpin in the case against Michael Ewing. Gunshot residue analysis revealed traces on Michael's hands, directly contradicting his claim that he hadn't touched the weapon. Furthermore, the trajectory of the bullet through Marcia's body didn't align with Michael's account of a struggle, suggesting a deliberate and calculated act. The forensic evidence was damning. It chipped away at Michael's fabricated story, piece by piece, exposing the truth beneath the carefully constructed facade. The evidence spoke volumes, and its message was clear. Michael Ewing had murdered his wife.